Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. I am a little bit late today. I'm in a new Airbnb, week 2 of my workcation in eastern Wisconsin. Last week I was in western Wisconsin. And so backgrounds may look a little different. Things may feel weird. Bear with me through that. Let's just go ahead and dive right on into this. Oh man, what a bloody day. Not a fun time to be seeing all this red. The last month or so has been very difficult. And so what's coming, what's going on right now, it's just a matter. Yesterday was a crazy day. There was a lot of good news and a lot of bad news. It was very interesting. And of course, yesterday was a day when I was driving mostly and then in a national park without any internet, so I missed most of it. But I am here to see the carnage now, and it is not a pretty sight. But let me tell you this. All right, you know, if you've been watching this channel, that I am about 30% technical analysis, that I really despise people who are 100% TA because it does not tell the bigger picture. I shouldn't say I despise them. That's a little too strong of a word, but you understand what I'm saying. I don't like 100% TA people in the regards that they're like engineers, and engineers are good for specific things, but they are not good for seeing the big picture and seeing the world as a whole. So I'm looking at this, and with that being said, I truly believe that despite all of the noise that happened yesterday, this was just really a technical analysis thing, that we were trading within an ever narrowing wedge, and because volume was low, naturally we were going to break down to the downside of that and not break up. When you see a wedge pattern like this, it's usually about 50-50 whether or not something is going to break to the upside or downside. I think people sometimes leave comments in the comment section. It could go two ways. LOL. Obviously, it could go two ways. It could go up or down. It seemed pretty likely to me that things were going to the downside. Now, I do want to cover a few things that happened yesterday. All of the craziness that happened yesterday. This was kind of a little thing, but crypto markets tumble after miners unload 5,000 Bitcoin in 1 week. This is significant in the sense that miners have been very, very much recently holding their crypto. They've been not selling it. They've just been holding on. The net miner position changed from negative to positive, meaning that they're holding more than they're selling from the 900 Bitcoin they're mined a day. So they sold 5,000 Bitcoin in 1 week. I've seen different theories, different hypotheses as to why that's happening. Here's my honest opinion, is that they're moving. A lot of them are based in China, and with China, all the increasing pressure, the proposed regulation of things that's happening, that they are moving, they're spreading themselves out more so that they're not overexposed to China, to China's regulations and things like that. United States is becoming, for more of them, more of a safe haven. Nordic countries in particular, electricity is very, very cheap there. And so what do you need in order to move all your mining machines is you need currency that you can actually spend. And so they're moving. I honestly think that's what, 5,000 Bitcoin, at the end of the day, that's not a huge deal when there's 21 million Bitcoin that will ever exist, but it will have some short-term price effects on that. What else? Bitcoin leads cryptocurrency sell-off after Trump calls it a scam. I highly, highly doubt that this had anything major to do with it, but honestly, I actually see this as a little bit more of a bullish thing. So he tells Fox Business, Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. I don't like it because it's another currency competing against the dollar. If there's anything that Trump tries to portray himself as, it is a cryptocurrency, a big backer of America and putting America first, American ideals. And of course, the US dollar is going to be one of those things that he's going to promote, and anything that comes off as a threat to it, he's not going to like. There's some bullishness that I see from this. And that, who cares? It's Trump. He's not the president anymore. He's just another guy living probably in Florida right now. But a rising presence of the threat that we already know to be true. My username, my account name, World War Bitcoin, is basically, it's not a prophecy. I'm not going to, elevate myself that much, but it's a prediction that there's going to be a war coming on cryptocurrencies and on Bitcoin in particular, as governments see that it's taking a lot of power from them. Okay, the United States government is not going to be a fan of Bitcoin once they realize what it's going to become. When we see a $1 million Bitcoin, not if, but when we see a $1 million Bitcoin, when we see a $5 million Bitcoin, I am not exaggerating. I believe that is coming in the future. Okay, so Trump is seeing the threat. And whatever, it's Trump, but governments are, for the most part, I believe, asleep at the wheel, and they will, over time, more and more see the threats. Probably the biggest news, let's move on. The biggest news that happened yesterday, I believe, is this. This is such a ridiculous article title. For those of you not watching the screen, you're just listening, npr.org. Let me read it in my most dramatic voice possible. How a new team of feds hacked the hackers and got Colonial Pipeline's ransom back. This is so utterly ridiculous. So this actually probably injected a little bit of FUD into the system, because what is the big thing with crypto? You have your keys. Nobody can take that from you. If the government tries to seize your funds, as long as you have your keys and you don't give it to them, it is impossible for them to hack it. It is absolutely impossible. And so we see how a new team of feds hacked the hackers, and it's like the fundamentals of Bitcoin are in question. There is no question. It's like I've thought about this before. If I got arrested or something, it's not going to happen. I'm a good, honest Christian man. But if I got arrested and they tried seizing my cryptocurrency assets, it's like, oh man, I'm sorry, Mr. Officer. I just don't know where I put I know I wrote that down somewhere, but where did I put that? And so here's what happened. This actually did cause a little bit of FUD, but here's what happened. The Colonial Pipeline hack, if you remember that from about a month ago, that actually caused some FUD in the stock markets. But the hackers demanded a ransom, and they demanded to be paid in Bitcoin, $4.4 million worth of Bitcoin to be exact. And that Bitcoin, for some stupid reason, the Colonial Pipeline people decided to pay the hackers their Bitcoin in Bitcoin. And then the hackers unhacked it, whatever they did, So yesterday, the hackers, the feds, quote unquote hacked the hackers and got that Bitcoin back. Here's what happened. Let's just put a rest to this. Here's what happened. Those coins were on Coinbase, and the Fed saw that and got in touch with Coinbase and got their Bitcoin back. And this is a huge win, actually, for the people who are saying, not your keys, not your coin. You've probably heard this before. Not your keys, not your coin. So that's exactly why they don't want, they would rather have their cryptocurrency in cold storage than actually having it on an exchange, because the feds can go on Coinbase.com, they can go on other platforms, they can confiscate your crypto, which is the entire opposite of the point as to why you own cryptocurrency and you don't own dollars. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why you would own cryptocurrency and not dollars. That's a big one. That's an appealing one for the general cryptocurrency people. So anyway, as a result of that, some people smartened up, and this is all that I'm saying from this, all that I'm gleaning from this, is that 22,550 Bitcoin withdrawn from exchanges yesterday on aggregate. This is the biggest net outflow of the year. So cryptocurrency that was on exchanges, I generally look at this as a bullish thing when cryptocurrency is withdrawn from exchanges. You've seen the charts that I've shared, the Glassnode analysis of Bitcoin illiquid supply and how it changes over time, and how we want to see more and more withdrawals. We want to see more and more outflows and not inflows. I will attribute this to the fact that people saw what happened with the Colonial pipeline hackers and they wisened up, as they should. So, and this is one of those things that I would say, do as I say, not as I do, because all my crypto is on exchanges. I have 9 different exchanges that my crypto is on, 9 different exchanges or wallets, I should say. So do as I say, not as I do. Get your crypto off of those exchanges, at least if you're not the most upright of citizens. I am personally quite an upright citizen myself. Anyway, all right, last thing I want to share. This is very important. All right, Bitcoin sell-offs are deliberate hallmarks of institutional buying, says Plan B. Oh my goodness, I have some hiccups right now. Bear with me. Okay, come on. All right, Bitcoin sell-offs are deliberate. This is what Plan B, if you know who Plan B is, he is the creator of the stock to flow model, basically saying, not predicting, but using math, and I truly do believe in this, that Bitcoin should level off this cycle around $100,000. That, there will be peaks, there will be bottoms, there will be high times and low times, but Bitcoin, until the next halving, should level off around $100,000. And so he's basically saying that this is deliberate, that this has been planned. Let's take a look at this chart. And you can see, peaks and valleys, and those valleys being filled. This is institutions at work. And here's the big thing that I want to gather to this. I shared it with my patrons today, and I'm just going to share the title of this the post that I made on patreon.com. And it's basically, you are not supposed to be here. All right, understand that. They don't want you here. You are not supposed to be here. They want to do whatever they can to scare you out of your Bitcoin because they know what's coming. They see the melting dollar. They see the melting ice cube Ponzi scheme known as the US dollar, and they don't like it that you got in first on something that is far better than the US dollar. That funny money that we call the US dollar, the funnier money that we call other currencies, versus sound money like, dare I say, gold and silver, but more so Bitcoin and Ethereum, but not a whole lot of other one. No, that's not true. But Bitcoin is the solution to this problem. And they know that, and they're seeing that. They're getting smart to it. They don't like that retail got in this first, and they want you out. And there is one simple solution. There's plenty of simple solutions to this. But there is one in particular that I want you to remember, because I want you to be safe and to build your wealth in an environment where wealth building is not very strongly encouraged. Okay? And it's just simply to hold. You've got to hold. Don't be fazed by what they're bringing, by what they're putting in your direction. This is very intentional to get you away from your Bitcoin. Hold strong. Hold on tight. You are welcome here. Okay? You are not supposed to be here in their eyes. The way that you beat them is by holding. Always remember that. Because, come on, really? 64,900 is going to be the top, the all-time top? No, we're going beyond that, and it's going to take a while. U-shaped recovery. I'm not seeing a V here, even though the chart may be showing some kind of a V. I'm not seeing a V. I'm seeing a U. That this is going to be a U-shaped recovery. It's just going to take some time before all of your wildest dreams come true. Shout out to all of those who have followed my channel back when I was really big into GameStop. I see what's going on today. Man, I was really excited earlier today. It got up to 339, 340, and then it sold off 290. I mean, still. And AMC, I see you as well. 56.95s, holding strong, doing well, despite the fact that that AMC, the company, is rug pulling, or they've been consistently rug pulling. Let's check on the price of Bitcoin one more time. Got a little bit below, wicked a little bit below 31,000. I'm not going to say that that's the bottom, but it's been pretty consistent that has been near the bottom. So we will see. We'll see. Could go up, could go down. That's a joke. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed. Smash up that like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel if you are not a subscriber. Stay away from ICP. Stay away from Internet Computer. I like the rest. What a great buying opportunity it is right now. Much love to you all. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.